picked up a large flower pot and smashed it onto his boss's Mercedes, then took out his keys and scratched the car's body wildly. But he still wasn't satisfied. Finally, he pulled out a knife and stabbed the tires twice. Just then, the alarm suddenly stopped. Turns out he had smashed the wrong car. The man's name was Sandy. He used to be a lazy, good-for-nothing poor guy, and his wife had filed for divorce because of it. But the next day, he woke up to find he had won $25 million. The bank manager told him that divorce would cost him half of the money, so the only solution was not to tell his wife until the divorce was finalized. From then on, Sandy worked at the supermarket his wife had helped him get a job at during the day, then lived the high life at five-star hotels at night. The next morning, he'd have his driver drop him off at work. Whenever he went shopping, he'd buy all the clothes and shoes he liked. But once home, he'd hide his luxury purchases in the warehouse, pour $50,000 bottles of wine into $2 bottles, repackage gourmet meat sauce into fish cans, and disguise premium Brazilian ham with supermarket discount labels. Just as he was daydreaming about his happy life, he heard the door open. He quickly jumped onto the sofa, stripping off his designer clothes. By the time his wife walked in, Sandy was sitting on the couch completely naked. One day, after shopping, he saw his best friend approaching, so he immediately threw his purchases into the trash, claiming he was doing a suit test. Heartbroken, he watched as the garbage truck hauled away his brand new items. Another day, his in-laws came to visit. His wife begged him to keep their impending divorce a secret. During dinner, his wife brought out the expensive wine he had hidden. His father-in-law took a sip and was shocked. It tasted just like the high-end wine he'd had at a banquet. His wife, seeing how much he liked it, generously gifted him a few bottles. Sandy's heart bled, but he could only cover his face to hide his grief. Then, he raised his glass to toast his father-in-law, only to reveal his luxury watch. Sandy quickly lied, saying it was a $10 knockoff. His father-in-law immediately pulled out $100 and told him to buy 10 more. Sandy had no choice but to agree through gritted teeth. After dinner, Sandy wandered the streets alone. He wanted to confide in a friend, but after becoming rich, he and his buddies no longer had much in common. Suddenly, he had an idea: why not make his friends rich too? First, there was Chubby from the gas station. Sandy arranged for a talent scout to praise his physique and sign him as a sunglasses model with a $1 million advance. Another friend, Big Beard, inherited a fortune from a distant aunt he'd never even met. Sure enough, once they were rich, they all let loose. They rented out an entire bar and partied wildly. But as Sandy sat on the couch, he felt an overwhelming emptiness inside.